Greetings, traveler.
Alright, so we'll pick Mage again and we will see which deck we get offered. So right now it's that I'm doing one of two things, right? We can do either the more big boy Mage, but I think that there's probably just some principles that I want to follow. And if I can follow them, like we should have a good thing. The old strat doesn't work anymore. I don't know, Cyclog, but I'm trying to I'm trying to figure out. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to also create a sort of meta video or whatnot, right? So I'm trying to really analyze and see what it is you need to look out for. So I'm just going to draft purely following that strategy and that kind of flow chart, and we'll see where that gets us. All right, so what we are doing right now is we are going to follow somewhat of a flow chart, right? Not like to the letter, because sometimes exceptions need to be made, but the curve is extremely important. So we pick curve when we can. We pick those premium 3s, we pick premium 5s, we pick premium 4s. So very high on good curve drops. We are going to value minions with initiative very highly as well. Phoenix, Ranger, all those cards that affect the board immediately. They help you save a lot of health. We are going to value AoE effects. Meteor is really high in the bucket, so it depends a bit. But I want to see what happens when we just focus on that premium curve, pick up some AoE along the way, and pick minions with initiative. So we just pick that and we see what happens, right? So here, like Pyroblast might be the better pick, but it's not what I want. These are not like super premium fours, but they're both very decent. I guess I kind of prefer Grim Necro. We also have Blast Wave and we can do something with it, right? I guess here I would want the missiles just to have something to affect the board with. What about removal? I don't think removal is important right now, funny enough. Like, I think it's the cherry on the cake, but if you go 3 and 3, it's not because you didn't have removal. If you go 3 and 3, it's because something was wrong in your curve. Decks that curve well don't go 3 and 3. There's a problem there. And well, you always want to build up a very solid foundation, and then you try to push it to get the average even higher. But in order to get a good average, you want to have super consistency. And if your curve always checks out, like that's gonna give you a much more consistent deck. All right, so here it's a bit of a make your own judgment call. I'm not really a Fire Eater picker because I usually just want good curve 3s, right? Apprentice could be our pick for just the 2. Dynamo provides big value. So I think here I'll probably go with the Apprentice because I do want 5 1 to 2 mana cards, and this is serviceable and I don't need Dynamo. We're going to try to go for Worm, Bone Mare, or anything like that. All right, so we said we were going to value minions with initiative very highly, and we don't have 5 drops yet, so Ranger. Thug is just a stable 4. Probably Mekaru, right? This is another, like, I guess this minion has initiative. But do I want it over just the 1 mana card? Maybe. But probably not. Let's just follow the curve for now. All right, this is our first premium 3, or I guess maybe slightly below premium 3. Okay, I don't want Arcane Intellect, I don't want this, I don't want this. So we've established that we're not getting a card that I need. So based off that, I guess we could pick the Arcane Intellect. And then if we hit 1 less big boy, it's okay-ish. It's very annoying, though, that we have to deviate from what we want to do, but... Royal Guard, runes, and expected results. Royal Guard has initiative on it, and it's a big minion, that's good. Chief Inspector is the better curve drop here. Anomaly works with Blast Wave. This might be one of those runs where we deviate a little bit here and pick Anomaly. Just because Anomaly Blast Wave has so many applications. And we're not super happy with an Inspector, right? Yeah. Wow, is it Pyromaniac over Basilisk? Sorry if this is too nitpicky, but doesn't initiative mean that you start to do something, therefore Ranger, Phoenix are reactive? Well, no. Initiative here in this context means that... Okay, look at it like this. Even if my opponent plays a minion first, and I play a rush minion, I have the initiative. I get to decide what happens. He, in that position, is more the force that is reacted upon, not the force that is acting. So spells, rush minions, Phoenix, they all have initiative. They have it at a 127, Pyromaniac. Basilisk at a 155. Yeah, it's really hard to argue. It's really hard to argue with Basilisk. Okay, back to the drafting. So minions with taunt do have initiative. They get better. We currently have 2 4-drops and an anomaly. We don't need Tempest, so I guess we're pretty okay with Ethan. Still big worm. 2 1 to 2 mana cards. Fairy would be our third. 2 4-drops right now plus anomaly. Okay with Fairy. Oh, we're kind of being forced into these higher curve decks, but it's not terrible because the minions have taunt right now. Yeti would be solid, but that speaker is probably fine. A-bomb's probably a little bit too much right now. Sunwalker filling the curve out. It's quite nice. Sludge gives us our second 5-drop. That's good. Probably Tar, but Frosty would also be very nice. Alright, this is probably a Blizzard deck. We got some big boys. Get some of that initiative back. Right. Perfect. It's not a Rugal. It's either the Yeti or an Ixia. I think the Yeti might actually be better because I am lacking another 5 here. So if I weaken my turn 4 as well, it's no good. And we have 3 big boys here, plus Etten and a Sunwalker. And we have Arcane Intellect. So I would say, especially in context of me testing the principles we just laid out, we should pick the Yeti here. You shall pay for your insolence. How is Onyxia in this pack? Onyxia is very good, yes. If that is a first pick, that is an easy Onyxia. Couldn't the 4-drop be do dangerous with a random minion? Well, that's a very simplistic way, I would say, to look at it, right? So you have some control over it. You can pick a card that is not good for your opponents and a card that's good for you, or you can pick cards that's good for neither. If you want to diffuse the effect of the Griftah, or I guess reduce, right? Not really diffuse, but just reduce the effectiveness of Griftah, or reduce the impact Griftah's effect has on the game. You just pick 2 bad cards and nobody gets anything. And that's pretty good because that's a Yeti. A Yeti without much else is a good card. Okay. Because I have enough curve 3s, I might actually pick the Dragon Slayer. Just because Dragon Slayer is that nasty card that could potentially just win you the game for free. If I didn't have enough curve 3s, these are better on curve than this. Like, this is good on curve, but these are great on curve. So I'll pick the Dragon Slayer, I think, because we have 3 things. We have 5 things on 3 that I want to play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, plus that speaker. So I'll take the card that has most value later on in the game. Yeah. Look at this Onyxia skip. It's not even 100% we pick the worm here. There's a chance you pick the Wargear, but that Onyxia skip, man. It's looking okay. On turn 5, I have a Ranger and a Sludge. There's definitely a world where I pick the War Gear. Not because I truly 100% believe it's better. It's because I want to follow my own rules, right? I want to follow my own rules and see where I end up. Because like I said, the leaderboard run on this account is sort of over. It's very early in the month, so I'll do another one. But we should do another, like after that 3 win. And I think I had like a 6 yesterday as well or something. So should not be afraid of just going for that. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go War Gear, right? Because my logic would dictate that we have what we need. We have sufficient late game, and we need a 5-drop. So even though the Worm is a much better card, let's go here. Scorcher pickup is pretty amazing, right? Do we need the 4 super bats? Probably not, because we picked up Valinor and Griftah as well, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so we have the bare minimum of 4 mana cards. Another good 4-drop would really not hurt. But we currently have Blizzard, Blast Wave, and no other form of AoE, I think. So a 3rd AoE effect is very useful. And the last card is... Alright, so we could potentially now pick another big card with initiative. Or we could pick the Conjure. I don't think we need runes. So Conjure would give us yet another card for the mid game, which we did say could be useful, because we did say, sorry, I'm repeating myself. We looked at the curve and we have Griftah for 4, we have Necro for 4, we have Thug for 4. And then Valinor is like, bad, but I guess you can play a 4-mana 4/4. Anomaly you don't usually want to play on curve. Science should be an option in meme. I mean, I science all the time, right? Yeah, so if this were an actual leaderboard run, if I were in a tournament, right, I would always pick Devilsaur here, because it is so incredibly more likely that Devilsaur is better. But what am I going to learn from picking Devilsaur? I'm going to learn that Devilsaur is a good card and that it's an okay card to have. If I pick the Conjure and somehow the deck, like, this is a pretty unexciting deck when it comes to, you know, you look at, it's not flashy. The deck is not flashy at all. Devilsaur is a bit flashier. Conjure is the very boring card. But if you look at this deck, and if this deck somehow performs really well, you just look at your deck and like, maybe just solid curve is just what I need. It's not bad quality by any means, because a lot of your curve minions are premium, especially your turn 3 is very premium. And what do I have here? Turn 5 with Ranger Scorcher is pretty good. Yeah, I'm just gonna take it because I just want to learn, right? You may pick Devilsaur and see if you miss your force consistency. Well, I know that the consistency isn't yet where I want it. That's profit if I don't pick the Conjure. That's the kind of the whole point, right? I know that if I have 5 4s and 4 of them are cards I really want to play on turn 4, I know the consistency is where I want it. I also know that the power level of the 2/6 is much lower than that of the Devilsaur, and that lowering the consistency a little bit does not hurt you that much. But the experiment here is to see how well can the deck do without the flashy cards. Smork, good play, Smork. If I didn't have the Arcane Intellect, I think it's, I don't think I can justify not picking the Devilsaur. Oh, does he win the coin flip? He does not win the coin flip. That is annoying for him. All of your 3s, apart from Scarlet Leaf, when the next rotation happens, is going to be a very different meta. Which is so cool, right, Isaac? And if you go into a new expansion with that attitude, it's so much fun. Because everyone else is going to be in the same boat. They're not going to know what works. So all we need to do is test, figure out the new way to draft, and then do that. Alright, we can't be overly upset with that turn, I guess. I think I still jam a 5-5. I don't play Dragon Slayer Ping, right? It's either a 4-5 or a 5-5. And given that next turn might be Thug and Ping, I think I still just jam a 5-5, even though it's Pally. Yeah, who knows? Maybe in the next expansion, when the rotation happens, suddenly 1 and 2 drops become very important. It's gonna have the battle axe, doesn't he? No, it's just the hammer. Bells twice instead of hero power, what? Well, he wanted to pop his thing, right? Oh, you mean 1 bell and trade and sack. I don't know. Second bell feels better then, right? What do you think about Pally's throwing egg down on 5? Last 2 runs, even with bad board against this 8-8, leaving it up was always super punished. I think you should always look at what happens when they steed it, what happens when you do this. A lot of the time, the middle road play is to damage the egg but not pop it. Like leave it at 1 health, leave it on 2 health. If it's on 1 or 2 health and they buff it, it's nowhere near as annoying. We can Ranger, and Ranger would be good. But just jamming an Etten and face seems better. So let's do that. It's annoying. Probably taking some damage on the 5-9 this turn and jamming Worm. Then turn 9 we can go 4-5. Ooh. I was talking about how we were going to do things, and now we're not doing those things anymore. Smash! Worm would be better into that, but having a 5-9 on board's okay. I encourage everyone to do the same thing whenever you... Because this stream could have gone really poorly had I just taken that personal that run, right? But just taking the time to quickly write down and return to a more logical way of thinking turns the entire stream around for me. Even though it's a bit awkward, I know, I'm just sitting there, I'm not really saying anything, I'm writing. It's worth it in the end. Would you pick 4 Tar Creepers or would it be too much? No, I'd pick 4 Tars. Depends what's up against the Tars. Depends how my deck looks, but a deck with 4 Tar Creepers would not be crazy. If we sack the Tar, we can get a Thug down, but I don't think we need to play that fast. So always Worm. Could trade Ping, or could trade Ping face. I think I just take the damage here, it's fine. Keeping the ranger alive seems perfectly reasonable. Shady's journal is actually his death note.
Lightning strikes twice.
Alright, we want a 7 and a ping in here. So that means we throw the 3 in here. Let's see, I definitely want to do this. Definitely want to do this. Definitely want to do this. Is it better to get the troll out and sack a 1-1? Probably is, right? Like a prime deck, top deck, or whatever. Maybe even the 4 damage is just better. No, the troll heals.
It'll grow back.
It'll grow back. It'll grow back. Got an interview after? No, this is just how we dress on Sundays. No fear.
Reporting for duty.
Justice shall prevail. Fresh wound. Dark path is my destiny.
See now the power of the dark father.
It would be the best day to schedule an interview after. What am I interviewing for?
Our hammers echo in the deep. Smashing. There's a custom aboard every minute.
I don't know exactly because I'm not put in the situation yet.
You asked for
But I think I would be able to put in the work to become successful in that area. But it would require a lot of work, of course, because you need to go... It's sort of like streaming at the start. You need to go above and beyond, right? Because a lot of people would like to be a personal trainer and earn money just training people. So you'd have to put in a ton of work to make sure that, you know, you have to keep up, right? You need to read a lot. You need to keep up with all the latest. You need to have a very wide, tough to say, how do I translate this? I guess array of training methods, because one person will not want to be trained. Some people come to you because they truly want to get better. Other people come to you because they think they should, but they don't really want to. Other people maybe get pressured into it, or maybe their doctor says they really have to do those things. So it's a very different mentality based on who you have in front of you. I think almost any trainer can train someone who wants to be trained, right? The key is to make someone who doesn't really want to be trained but still comes to you, to make them want to be trained. I hope we don't have to AI on curve, but because we have Gastro on too, it might be fine. Looks like an AI on curve, buddy. But because he had a pretty weak turn. Ah, we were so close. So close. Could always ping face instead of AI. Yeah.
Back to work.
Back to work.
There's a custom aboard every minute.
Alright, so Frostbolt would be a pretty top tier card. If we pick that, we might want a top tier card from the next one. Bomber's probably a middle road between... Don't think we have to go Snapjaw. We have another 4-mana card in our hand. I think I'm winning, so I think I can afford to pick Bomber here. Let's see. It's pretty good we made that pick because we have a very low power pick ahead of us. I don't think I want to bother with him memeing and then drawing. I don't think I want him memeing with the Umbra either. We do have a Worm in our hand, but he could maybe do better. I'm just going to reduce the impact of the Griftah because I feel like we're in a good spot. And just pick a 1 and a 2. Okay. So we gave him a Mad Bomber. We have a 1-drop. I guess he got a slightly better end of that stick, but ever so slightly. So when you have a Griftah, you really want to analyze that. You don't just want to be like, oh, good card. Oh, good card. And be like, oh, I gave him a good card. No, right? So if I give him the Frostbolt there, he has such a superior card compared to what I'm getting. Now, if you are losing, that changes things. Then you want to make some risky decisions. But when you feel like you're in a good spot, there's no need to take additional risks. Oh my god, he's not happy with that. He's not happy with that shit. I get punished slightly by Super Collider. But is the 4-face worth it here? No.
Trust me.
Given my hands, given the board, given everything, I think we don't need to take that. Can you explain what you actually wrote down? I don't quite understand. Sure. I mean, it's about asking yourself what you truly want, right? And whether you would like to be governed by your emotions or not. Because there's a very tempting aspect to giving in and just having, not really a tantrum, but sulking or being rude to people, right? A lot of the time there's this very appealing call to just giving into your emotions and saying, ah, it wasn't my fault, right? But if you ask yourself, could you have truly stopped yourself in that moment? And apparently if I just write down, like, I can. So for me, it's very therapeutic, maybe even, to just take a moment and really write down what it truly is I want to be doing. And whether being emotional there and having a bad stream is something I want. And the answer to that question is no, I don't want that. Yeah, there's no suppression happening. We are acknowledging them and then realizing that that is not what we want to have happen. I acknowledge the fact that I was tilted. I acknowledge the fact that I felt like scrubbing the leaderboard run altogether. I acknowledge the fact that I wanted to maybe even remove the leaderboard sheet from the thing. And these are all fabrications of your ego because there's no logical reason for you to do that other than to protect your ego. So then you realize, wait, that's not me. Or I mean, it's part of me, but it's not the part of me that I want governing my decisions. So the ego is not the part of me that I want making the calls. So whenever I feel like I'm about to make decisions purely based on my ego, that's a very good moment to say, wait, maybe we should not be doing this. And writing is incredibly helpful because when you're just purely thinking about it, it's very easy for your ego to, you know, fool you maybe and say like, ah, no, it's, you know, like, let's say you're really angry at someone and you have perfect justifications for being angry with them. and then you write about it and you realize that it's your ego hurt because they said something which was true. And for your ego, that's like, wow, they must not know what they're talking about. They must be assholes. They must be, you know, whatever. And then you realize they pinpointed one of my insecurities and I got really angry at them for that. And I really shouldn't have. So that's a very common thing that happens, where if you logically think about it, you don't have to have that reaction. I don't think it's worth scorching, right? I think we can miss outs. Sorry, wasn't really thinking about the play too much. Okay.
What now?
And that takes a lot of practice, of course, right? Especially if you're being very reactive. But try to start by doing a small journal every day. 5 minutes, 2 minutes, just write stuff down. Analyzing your behavior can be very interesting. A lot of the time, we do things without knowing why. And then when you ask yourself, why do I do these things? There's almost always a reason for them. We rarely just do stuff because, and it can be something that's been there for years, governing your decisions. And you don't want random events that happened in your life to govern your decisions. So once you uncover that, you can do something about it. But the sad thing is that a lot of the time we just keep sort of wandering around without knowing why we do the things we do. And then we keep making the same mistakes over and over and over and over again. Warpath is a little eh. I want to get the worm down, but that means I'm giving up a 5-2 to this board. And I think I would be comfortable letting him Warpath. It did feel like sort of an invitation for him, for me to Scorcher and then him being able to Warpath this down. He can't fully clear? Oh, I thought he was on 10 mana. Yeah, okay, never mind. Then it's a pretty bad Warpath. I thought, yeah, I don't know. When games have been going for a while, I usually think we're on higher mana than we are. I guess we'll just let him Warpath here if he wants it. Warpath pre-worm is a pretty good thing for us anyway. And I also want you guys to know that I'm definitely not a robot, right? I have plenty of incredibly irrational things I do. I have days where I'm really not feeling it, and I have days where I give in to that feeling. I have days where I skip going to the gym. I have days where I stay in bed later than I intended to. We're all just human. We're all just trying to make it as... we're all just trying to get by, right? So... because a lot of the time that's something you don't really hear from. But that's part of it. Don't act like you weren't programmed to say that. Man. That's okay, I guess, right? You like the 3 and the 7? I think that's the worst possible play in Warpath, right? So I think I'm going with the hedge here. Why not Mirror? Because if he Warpaths, he'll just Warpath first. But if you go Mastodon, an Execute or a Devastate might be good for him. Mort, thank you for the 15 months in a row. For the memes. Thank you. I don't think he has Warpath in hand. Well, then I think we're probably winning, so...
Well played.
Jaina versus Jaina.
You asked for it. Oh, it is on.
Why am I tired? Could it be the lack of sleep? That sounds rather far-fetched, Dimitri. You need to keep looking for a theory there. Sunday morning, 3 a.m. Sure. I guess that's very subjective. Yeah. Usually I want to play the Gastro here. I think that might still be accurate with this hand. We can't really protect the Gastro with the Tar. We can do that with Fairy. So he didn't keep anything though, so the chance that he coins 3s is pretty unlikely. Yeah. Let's actually go with the Fairy. Because if he goes for like a weak, let's say he goes for a weak 2-drop here, you just Tar go phase. The upside is significant, and coin 3s is less likely if he didn't keep any cards. Had he kept 2 cards here, I would say that it's probably better to Gastro. Prepare for the 3-drop.
Hide the polar bear exquisite.
If he wants to ping my 1/1 again, be my guest. I'll miss 1 damage if he misses 2 turns.
What to do? What to do?
Yeah, Cypher done. For sure.
The sun has set for me.
Interesting. So I could have a 2/6, a 4/4. Or I could break up my curve here and just Tar.
What to do?
Tar is pretty good. Tar Creeper was made for these board states, so. Sneak in a lot of face damage that way with the Fairy. Be my guest, be my guest, ping my 1/1 if you think that's best. And then we pop off. Book.
Rotten to my core.
Gotta say, not skipping my turn because this is not a Devil Sword, you know?
You look very
See how often that happens, right?
I wonder.
Great show today, folks.
It's alright.
To do.
Hey Nabla. Yep, it's the Sunday outfit. So I need to turn this up a little bit.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Someday I'll be just like you. Fireball trade? That's one sad turn, bro. He's just asking himself, can I do such a sad turn? He's like, I guess. I guess. You see a turn 10 play? Bam, bam, bam. We might be playing the anomaly this round. I don't think I want to give him that AoE.
runs out on me.
Join me. I'm like everyone's biggest fan.
Oh, full minions. Okay.
Path is my destiny.
Man, I'm not sure if in Mage this is actually just bad, because knowing that a Mage hand is 100% minions just opens up so many options. Wait, how much would I be getting? I trade these here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's too many. I'm actually missing out on a lot of value if I do it that way. I have too many cards in my hand. It's actually not better. It's just not better, which is sad. If my hand was smaller, I might do it, yeah.
Join me.
We're not gonna top like a spell to deal with my Mastodon, right, bro?
Look how it burns.
That's what we thought. I must attack the minion with taunt. Isn't it just for overkill? What?
Let's stash that
Well
away.
played.
Well played.
Well played.
The fun play is not always the right play, and that's why life is so unfair. I spotted.
Jaina versus Garrosh.
Victory or death!
You asked for it.
Should have enough force to be able to throw this and look for a 3 first. There's a 3 in the 4. The Goofy meme deck went 10, which was pretty crazy.
You know, take candle.
You know, take candle.
Do you like to play with fire?
Cleave. It's pretty good. I would say uniquely suits.
Someday I'll be just like you.
At least for a mage, and we can just eat up all his cards. So far, it's been a 2 for 3.
We hear your heart.
Mystery box went 12, yes. Reasonable.
There's a custom aboard every minute.
I have no secrets.
An incredible discovery.
It'd be so funny if he actually pulls a card. I'm like, 4 mana Mystic? Yep. 4 mana Mystic.
Trust me.
It's time for a little blood.
Yeah, it'll grow back.
Should probably put the Amani over here, because now it can hit the Amani and miss in here, right? Yeah. Now I gave him an option to hit the troll. Should go over here. probably worth the coin this round. Casey, thank you so much for gifting the sub. This turn here. What's going on? Do I save my coin for a Valinar? Yeah, that'd be okay.
See now the power of the dark power.
To XX Red Tuga 69. Welcome. Thank you once again, Casey. Number 5. Subscribe to number 5. Bum, 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 ba-da-bum.
Time runs out on me.
Truth is my shield.
Dinner is served. Who you want me kill?
I messed up there. I made a last minute realization that Collider is so incredibly bad if I buff here, right? So what I should have done is sack the Amani or ping the Amani, sack the Amani, push 4.
Light the fuses.
Sorry, were you trying to hit the Divine Shield?
I should meet you.
It's not a pleasant turn for our opponent.
Justice shall prevail.
So his Warpath currently clears everything. Might not be worth to throw the spell power at him. Might just be worth to go Blizzard trade. Because this is a pretty annoying board. How is he going to deal with this board without Warpath, right?
Time runs out on me.
It's probably okay to just ping this, actually. Like, he wants the Warpath here already, so it's just better to push the 3. Wow, that's so sad for him. Collider's decent here. That's true. We do have Sludge in the hand, and we're winning pretty hard, so... Wait, what did he pick? Did he pick Taunt? Oh, he's just conceding, I guess.
Who you want me kill?
Ah, he needed the Taunt, guys. He was dying. I mean, I have a 5-1 that can go phase, so he needs the Taunt at 5-5.
At last, a worthy foe.
Justice shall prevail.
Fresh wounds.
He hasn't shown Warpath, so we're not gonna super respect it. I don't want to use my Royal Guard there, though. That's my answer for a taunt next turn. I don't want to damage the 5/9, because that's the one thing that survives Warpath right now, so... This is an in-between play, where we're still putting our Troll to 1, we're still developing a 5/5 and an effort, but we're not putting our 5/9 to 5.
Jaina versus Uther. I will fight with honor.
You asked for it.
Sorry for that, guys. Stretch my back from time to time. It was super fun, 7-11. Had a great time. Really hope they do more of those.
Reporting for duty.
Someday I'll be just like you.
How's the curve feeling? Solid? Quite solid.
stranger will offer you aid.
Ride the polar bear express.
The 2/6 has felt better than Devil's Sword, yeah, but I don't want to make that point too early, so let's just keep playing for now.
There's a customer aboard every minute.
I think Dragonhawk is too bad. I think I'll go for the middle of the road play with Pinata. Mindcracker for Pally seems a little bit too monk-ass, right? I feel like Argus and Pinata are equalish power level. Arcane Explosion could be really useful for me as well. But giving Paladin access to Arcane Explosion when I have Violet Worm in my hand could be bad. Plus, given my position, Argus might just be better, right? I'm actually not sure. Okay. So he's got another Pinata. Having an Arcane Explosion in our hand would be perfectly fine. But we have this, I suppose. It's a mini Arcane Explosion. Apprentice with bells, yes. That seems like a really bad choice. When he's just played a Pinata, giving him another Pinata is not that bad. So it's okay as well.
Access denied.
Access denied. Aside from like some weird, no, actually no, I think straight up. I mean, I can throw a Sunwalker in front of him, but that sucks, right? But Argusing the Spirit means I can't protect it with Sunwalker. But if I don't buff the Spirit, it feels bad. I could go for Valenar and Spirit of the Dragonhawk. And then I can still go, yeah, actually I like that. Maybe psych him out a little bit. This might psych him out a little bit, right? Because he's afraid of me. Yeah. And now I still have the option of going Argus Ping. I have the option of Sunwalker and protecting the Spirit. Kills Valenar over Griftah. I mean, it's a minor thing, but Shroom Brewer is better on this. So. He's sitting there like, this could end up very poorly for us.
Truth is my shield.
Out of my jungle.
Looks like he might not be able to have a ping here, right? So this Spirit is going to do some work. Pinata time?
I wonder.
Yep. Wargear ping. You can go bells, bells trade. Scarlet's
What to do?
Gastropod ping. That means it's a lot more difficult for him to get to this. Also has a spread right before Worm. That feels better.
Justice shall prevail.
I like how it's 1 by 1 when you do this.
For the crusade!
There's the bells. Going for a big boy. Tio512, thank you for the 13 months in a row. Welcome back. Worm into Argus, no pre-hit seems correct. He's gonna want to take the kill on this thing. Also, Worm on 8 when you're healthy, it's rarely the wrong play. Not just any Worm rounds you. 7/7 Worm that can turn into an 8/8 taunt. Is this a meme run? No. I might have it on the screen if we're doing meme runs, just because it's a pretty frequent question.
Let me think.
Yummy shroomies.
This is all pretty good for now.
Quickly.
Okay. Man, what an Argus. We could Scorch, but AI ping is probably fine.
My shield for Argus.
Boom, shaka, laka.
Let me think.
The sun has set for me.
Dong. 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 He liked them bells. Could probably clear quite easily. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we can play a 5, a Basilisk, and a ping, and just clear like that. Do I want to keep a 2/1 and a 1/1?
Join or die.
Protocol 7.
Yeah, I think I do.
To the breach.
Time runs out on me.
I feast upon you.
Not Tariq. So Scorcher kills these in the Divine Shields. I guess we're okay with using Blizzard then. Let's see. I'm never trading any of these anyways because I'm using one of the two things.
To the breach.
Keeping the shield on the Basilisk is, I don't know, having a Blizzard in your hand is really useful though. Yeah, I guess we'll just Scorch. Goodbye my board.
Dark path is my destiny.
Don hand show onto Heroic. Yep. It would have been nicer if it got hit by Fnatic, then I would just Blizzard and not have to think about this.
Follow the rules.
Amalgam.
A stranger will offer you aid.
Who needs water?
For the master.
What is the meme? The meme is that he played a Heroic.
The might of storm
I don't know. We're not doing a meme run. Why does everybody always assume it's a meme run? I'll have a tag up.
Victory is yours. Jaina versus Anduin.
The light shall bring victory.
You asked for it.
Snipers Dance Game. I knew I remembered that name or recognized that name. 5-0 meme run would feel good, man. If you want to watch one, if you want to watch a successful meme run,
Hello.
check out the highlights we have. It's the 4th meme run, number 4. They're all numbered. Oh. I guess it's been fun, lads. But this is where we concede. Is conceding just better than feeding Frostrider into this? It's potentially better. See, if I play this and he has a health buff, we're so incredibly sad.
What to do?
It's just over.
What to do?
But I feel like I'm gonna need something, right? You can ping smiley face. Oh, thank God. Okay. We're only really, really far behind. Oh, nice. That I can Scorch her though, so it's actually not too bad. I'll play the 2. No need to Scorch her if we have to. I have the Nuts opener to play Basilisk to earn it. Not just Basilisk, right? Gastro and Basilisk. I wonder where he learned how to play like this. Gastropod into Basilisk.
Join the guild.
Yep.
We have cookies.
Uh-oh. Dragon deck. And he's 5-0, so it worked.
We hear your heart.
Will you upload the coaching from yesterday? I won't upload it to YouTube, but I will highlight it, yes. So that I'll actually check first whether, because the student didn't want it uploaded to YouTube, which is understandable. Like before the session even happened, right? We'll just have to see whether he'd like it as a highlight or not. So I'll first check with him actually. All right. Man, we're bad at this game. Not top deck Dragon Slayer.
What?
You can go super next level here and freeze your own Gastropod so he can't Shadow Madness it. But then it can't attack either. So it's like, It's like he might not be able to take it, but we also can't attack with it.
Hide the polar bears.
But it's a cute play that sometimes is the right play. But here I believe if he just doesn't attack with the Bone Drake into the Gastro, with the Gastro being frozen. Wouldn't Pink Frosty been better than Scorcher? What else did I Scorch? The Phoenix. So a 3-6 versus a 3-2. Or a 4-4 versus a... Well... No, if he has his own Scorcher, he kills my 4-4, right? No, I think I like developing the body. Will you do the meme run after this run? No, they're at the end of the stream. Bulan.
Not too quickly.
Spark Drill. And then Coin Heal. Don't really want to Royal Guard that. But it feels like we're Royal Guarding that. The problem is that he has those 2 pings, so he's 1 damage off killing my Royal Guard. Yeah, let's just play some cards. Don't really want to royal guard that.
Yeah, it'll grow back.
The dark path is my destiny.
Is there any high-level coaching arranged for the near future? Draft coaching, yes, but no, no full coaching session. Is Etten not a play here? No, he's 1 damage off killing my Etten, right? And Etten is resilient versus AoE later. Like, he can trade, go in, Scorcher or something.
Must move quickly.
Why do I have to get sniped by a sick deck? It's not even like that sick of a deck, it's just Gastor into Basilisk. Like a sick curve, right? And the sick cards are probably coming, but... It's just annoying that he had Gastor into Basilisk. Just destroyed our early game.
I sense your struggle.
Science overwhelmed.
For the master.
The turtle changes the dynamic a little bit here. We were going to use Royal Guards, but the self Fireball, or I guess Pit Lord, makes him pretty... Like, we might force a mind control on the 6/4 here, just because he's dying.
Must consider.
And then we get to clear with the Royal Guard. I'll do water. Decent turn for him. Etna and Royal Guard are 1 damage off with the ping to kill the Mastodon, so it gives me problems in the future. But if I go Etna now, I need to trade ping, trade. He keeps a 6/3.
One's out on me.
He plays Mastodon. It's still not good, right? I think we're stuck using the Royal Guard this turn.
My duty is to the king. For the king. For the master.
If we could only keep 1 damage on the board here, that would work. Keeping a 1/1 would allow us to have 9 + 1 with the ping 10. And then we could break through the Mastodon. Right now we're going to have to draw extra damage.
Lightning strikes twice.
Wow, that's a big missiles. Okay. Those missiles were huge.
For the king.
He still just jams Mastodon now though, and we're in a similar position. I usually take 2 bad ones unless I'm losing Zaxxas. If I'm losing, I might make an imbalanced selection.
Protocol 7 engaged.
For the crusade!
Yeah, the ideal way is to pick cards that benefit you but don't benefit your opponent. That's ideal. That's the better Griftah. Which happens quite a lot because you pick class cards from your class. Your class usually synergizes better with your own cards. Trades are a little iffy for him. Like, he can heal the Stormwatcher and double trade the 3/8. I think that's the best he's got. But then he's not healing the Mastodon, and then he's giving me the 3 and the ping. Okay.
Not too quickly.
So, for now it looks like we can break through. Alright, we can break the Mastodon, that's good. Ooh. Devil Star would have been better here, but the taunts are alright.
You look very familiar.
Join or die.
Yeah, Devil Sword looking pretty good here, but Priest is really not your average game, right? Especially a Priest that went Gastro into Basilisk. Priests aren't supposed to have early game, so... Well, it's pretty much in RNG's hands right now. Basilisk is a -1 at this point, so that's pretty good for us. Like, that he drew it. 2 Gastros, 2 Basilisks in his deck, by the way.
Time runs out on me.
It's not so fun if it happens to you, eh? Alright.
Time runs out on me.
I like the rope animation. I want to keep it. Oh, mirror image with the carry, baby. Yeah, you trade and have to heal your face. Right? Oh, yeah, with silence. Alright. We can still kill it, right? Conjure a good card, Pog. Devil Star would have done more, but yeah, for sure. It's been okay. It's been okay. Valinar almost active. Damn. Scorcher hiding in a Bone Drake. Don't say those things. Why would you say those things?
Is that food? I need it.
Is that food? I need it. Healing dance game. Daniel's gaming. I think he's supposed to take the chance here. I think you crack the thing and get a Prime Drake. If you're him. So obviously smack. Obviously ping. Yeah, that's better to play now, right? It's better to play right now. Wow. Because now if he hits Prime Drake, we get the 1/1s. He can't kill the 1/1s, right? Dragons, baby.
Well played.
Alright. Oh my god! Man. 2 Gastros, 2 Stone Skins.
Jam!
are dead.
You asked for it.
Keep the perfect curve. Okay, Okay, My deck is nice. Yeah, the early poison minions are pretty... They pretty much won you the entire board. But then the My Hero power was just better in the late game. And just being able to drop Basilisk versus Nas was pretty insane.
Someday I'll be just like you.
2 mana, remove a weapon charge, and deal 3 damage to his face. Good card. Oh. Oh. Well, hello there, alternative. How you doing, Dark Reaper?
My blade be thirsty.
Basilisk might just be better than Necro. Because we might not want to Scorch next turn, so it might be Basilisk now, Necro next turn. It's either Necro now, ping Basilisk next turn, or Basilisk now. Yeah, I might just play on curve here. It still only has 4 health, right? We can just trade and ping and stuff. Dude, Basilisk? Yeah, I think Basilisk is a super solid move, but the more I went over it, it feels like we can get away with just the 4 and a Basilisk after. Yeah, if he goes buff here, trade, it's on 1 health, so I can still just do this. If he doesn't trade, then we can pre-hit and our 2/4 survives. So it's kind of okay, no matter what he does. So now we could trade the 2, trade the 1, ping, play the Basilisk, right? 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So it ended up working out.
For the master.
But it's okay. Six-zero bracket, by the way. I think he has a card he could have played on too had it been necessary.
I'm fast and furious.
That's what he had. He didn't want to tempo a Taskmaster. Not sure I agree with that. Flav BR, thank you for the sub. Thank you for your 2nd month in a row. Thank you for the quality streams. My pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you for resubbing. There we go. Guys, and I want to repeat that again, that because we are getting a lot of subs and it's super appreciated. But any additional subs will be carried over to the next stream. So no sub is ever wasted. Also, if we end up, let's say 20 out of 25, that means next stream we start 20 out of 25. So just want to make sure that you guys don't think that, you know, anything is ever wasted. Like, you don't have to hold your sub until like the next stream or anything like that. That's basically what I'm saying. Just jam the Etten. Me not so angry. What was your sub count before you became the reroll guy? I would say that has little to do with it, but 300.
Fresh wounds.
Why not play Sunwalker if you do not want to attack? Because next turn Sunwalker is more mana efficient and the 5/9 is sort of similar. How does he top deck the perfect card here? This is just better than a Scorcher as well. Like, my god, that's so good. Still doing arena challenges today. Yep. If it's on the screen, we'll be doing them.
For the crusade!
See now the power of the Dark Fallen.
Morning, Calderesh. We need to draw heavy from this point on. Arcane Intellect, Worm, Mastodon, Griftah, sort of. So 4 cards. That weapon seems pretty good. It's okay, especially if you can remove Divine Shields as a warrior. Cleave wins the game for him. Feels like it. Because that was a point where we might have been able to get the board a little bit with our Divine Shield.
Protocol 7 engaged.
Engaged. I think I might just go Ranger ping this turn, right? Trades ping Ranger. He smacks one of the 3 power dudes. This is actually annoying. Yeah, actually no. Ranger seems bad. It's just Griftah. Okay, well this is just the turn where we have a chance, right? So in case I don't hit the meteor, I guess the Stegodon is better. But then again, are we just 100% on... Yeah, let's just give him a Razor Fen, right? I think we need the 50-50. We're not winning as it stands. Meteor, 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 meteor. God damn it.
Well played.
But it's the play, right? It's the play.
Don't mess with us.
If you don't try there, you never win the game.
My thanks.
You're missing out on the tempo the rush gives you. The rush gives me the tempo of him not having a 3-7 on the board. Wait, what?
Well played.
Question mark, question mark, question mark. Why are we meteoring a Yeti? Question mark, question mark, question mark. We gave him so... Oh, well. That's better late than never, right? We gave him such a nice gift and he threw it away. What a rude individual, right? You're like, here, have a meteor. He's like, I don't want your fucking meteor. Here, I'm gonna throw it away. He has a second meteor in hand, yeah. Kill this potato. He's unfortunately still quite comfortably in the lead. We really needed that meteor. Mastodon draw. Ooh, that's good. You could have chosen the taunt. You could remove it if you got the meteor. Once again, I'm not going to meteor that crap, right? That seems like a bad play. It's me. Of course he top decks a Mega Assembly. Not even Dragon Roar, right? But a Mega Assembly. Oh, and he gets the best one. I guess Ziliax is the best one, but... My fucking god. Kind of games are just unlucky. It's okay. We took our moment, right? We took our moment with Griftah. We were in a pretty darn bad situation. We went for the win. Didn't work out. It happens. Light the fuse up. Mastodon, baby. Come on. Mastodon.
7 engaged.
Just ping this guy, right?
That's not a valid point.
Mastodon, please! Please, baby! We need you! Ah, Mekaru. Right on time, baby. Right on time, baby! What an assembly. It's alright. It's okay. We're fighting back, though. We're fighting back. We fighting.
What's this one do?
What's this one too?
That was an error.
Brawl. Give me a brawl, baby.
I tried this.
Girl, give me that brawl. Okay, sure. We're alive! The brawl dream is alive. Alright, so in the alternate universe where I have a chance at winning this game, what would have to happen? See, I'm trying to figure out whether trading here has any use or not, but I feel like down the line it might, right?
It's harvest time.
It's harvest time. Brawl, baby, brawl.
Yes.
And it is... Oh, he doesn't get the thing? Well, I mean, 1 health to 30 was pretty close in the end, right? Pretty close.
Jaina versus Jaina.
You asked for it. Oh, it is on.
Much better. Is Warrior still OP? No, Super Collider still is. So if they have a Collider, you'll feel bad. But Warrior doesn't feel OP right now. Just did not work out for us. Because we probably just win if we get the Meteor. And we were in such a bad position after the Gorhao. Does he only get queued with other people at 6 and 1 now? Not exactly 6 and 1, but in the 6 and 1 area. Might be 6-0, might be 7-2, might be 8 and 1. Sort of similar scores. I like starting out with Basilisk. If he pings on his turn 3, that's great. That means we're gonna get board control. And it's just such a bad, yeah, it's such a feels bad man thing to do anything but ping. So making him ping on 3 is quite annoying. Because now he's probably playing a 2-drop and a ping, or a Phoenix, or just something, removing the Basilisk. He didn't have a turn 2 play, so he'd have to top deck the 2-drop. So this might be just another skip the turn. So it's so powerful, right? And that, like, yes, he killed our card for free, but we're up a 4-5 and a Tar Creeper. That's a very, very big lead this early in the game. Okay, that's a good argument, I suppose. Okay. So what do we give him again? We gave him Patron, right? Arena Patron? Yeah. Can brew Griftah? Yeah, but then we're completely going against what we just did, right? Oh, and he had a 4-4. He had a 4-4 at the ready. Okay, so I was a little afraid of going Napper Apprentice because of his Blizzard. So being able to jam a 5-5 feels pretty good here. I don't like trading when I have a Tar Creeper. I'd rather have the Tar Creeper do what it was supposed to do and block the thing. If he had 2 minions, it would be different because then Fungalmancer is a better card. Maybe analyze the run after. Well, it's more the theory that I've been working on, Miracle Rain, is I've been working on that one-size-fits-all formula.
What to do?
And I've been going a little bit against it, just because sometimes it feels like it doesn't make enough sense. But now, the way how I drafted this deck was I sort of just put the blinders on, and I'm like, okay, it doesn't matter how good the card is, I'm just going to pick based on my strategy. And that worked out. Blizzard push 9 is a play. It's not great, it's not terrible. We can't ping and Ranger, so this Basilisk is gonna do something if we don't Blizzard. So Blizzard feels okay, it pushes 9 phase.
Amazing.
It is quite amazing, isn't it? Down to 14, baby. A Luneth. A Luneth is great if the opponent plays it. All you have to do with a Luneth is not die, and then he starts killing himself with fatigue. And turns out if your deck isn't constructed Burn Mage, it's quite hard to not overdraw the entire time with a Luneth. I got it. Okay. Well, that's okay. He kills off his own Basilisk. That means we don't have to ping, which means we could just jam the Etten if we want to. Etten to check for Polymorph and then smack him with the Worm. I like that. Not a Polymorph. Probably want to kill that. Actually, you can't freeze both. There is an argument for Worm. If I'm killing this, I'm using Ranger and potentially pinging it to overkill.
We hear your heart.
It's a pretty good overkill. Only take 1 damage on this. Yeah. Because my board with this, like the Worm would be developed and paid for, but it would be frozen, so it wouldn't have any impact next turn. So this board has way more impact on this turn than if we just Worm and let him freeze. By the rules. It's 14 health. It's quite a big boy. I'm not gonna say predictable, but we sort of expect it. Your boy has betrayed you. Yes. Let's see if we play missiles or not. It's not killing the crocodile, so we don't really prevent fungal. So I don't think it's worth the missiles. I'll poke it for 3. It's okay. Let's see what his turn looks like. You definitely had me in a really bad spot until I got lucky with Basilisk into your Nosdormu in the end. It was a very annoying start with Gastropod into Basilisk.
Time runs out on me.
Killing your 1/1 is better since you will probably summon a bunch of them anyway. Well, I'm not trading my 1/1 in because I think it's... I'm not trading my 3/1 in because I think it's better. I'm trading my 3/1 in because I expect him to use an AoE effect and I would rather deal more damage to the minion. So if that is a Vaporize, I won't be able to play any minions unless I ping one of my own 1/1s. So let's not put ourselves in that position and let's play a minion first before we go face. I think I'll start by playing Apprentice.
I'll be just like you.
Okay. Actually, I don't want to get countered on this, right? And then Prince Valinar. No, actually the 2/6. The 2/6 is better, right? And then if it's Vaporize, we don't have to ping one of our dudes. Wow. Splitting Image or Bender. Wow, that was a low roll for him. Oh, we're always going face. It's just that if it is a Vaporize, we don't want to fill our board with 1/1s before we've played any minions. Because then we can only play 1 minion then, and we'd have to ping one of our 1/1s. It's not so good. Yeah, it's Bender or Splitting Image. Hey, I like that play. Good play.
Amazing.
Amazing. Basilisk traded with 7 mana.
Taranda!
We invested 3 mana, and he invested 7 mana.
You asked.
Fly 217. Thank you for the sub. Welcome. Add you to our list here. Bam. Number 8.
Ride the polar bear express.
Thank you. On PD? Thank you. Trade Tar, that speaker trade. Probably that speaker trade gets around Phoenix a little bit. Makes him take 4 if he has a Phoenix. And then we can trade ping, kill it off, put a Tar down versus Phoenix.
What to do?
I sense your strength.
He coined the 4-drop, so it's quite likely he has either buffs or like okay, that's fine. So Char Creeper would have been bad. Quite bad even. Not getting something to fill out our mana with here is a bit unfortunate. It's okay. Feels smart, man. Feels smart, man. Wow. That is okay. We will take that Nova. Oh, wait, am I playing against Synap?
I wonder.
Synap is also an arena streamer, very strong player. Now he's gonna try. Alright. XD. He has 3 mind controls in his hand. Alright, I know that's probably a joke, but I'm gonna close the chat just in case people want to spoil his hand, right? That would not be fun. We want to play the game fairly. Or just fair. I guess fairly would be different, right? So he just Glimmer-Rooted one of my cards. Blizzard is a pretty easy guess. What's another easy mage guess? Arcane Intellect could be an easier guess. Blast Wave. Blast Wave, Blizzard, Intellect. Those are somewhat easy guesses, right? I just play into the Royal Guard, baby. Uh-oh. He's prepping. Scream, Mass Hysteria, Devour Mind. Lots of annoying things he can take.
What to do?
Justice shall
What to
prevail.
do?
Should have probably gone Arcane Intellect 5-drop here. Yeah, that's bad, because now Scream Hysteria is much better. It's my own fault. Could have drawn. He absolutely high rolled that shit though. Like, my god. That was the best possible outcome. But I should have drawn. I don't know why I'm playing faster. There's no need for me to play faster. But yeah, I just gave him the game with that. I mean, he's like, if it rolls that well, he's probably going to win anyway, but...
A stranger will offer you aid.
I wonder.
My duty is to the king.
I don't want to get MC'd on the worm. But honestly, it might not even make a huge difference. 2 spells left in his deck. Okay. Or 2 types of spells. Might have 3 or 4 if he has duplicates. Lash? Oh. Just doesn't have anything. So he just tutored a spell. Could be an MC. Could be... No, Scream he would have played, right? He wouldn't have risked taking all this damage.
Soiled.
Runs out on me.
Eagle Down, thank you so much for gifting the sub. Let me get to that right after the turn here. Hi, my name is Bubba. Welcome. Thanks so much for an additional gift, Eagle Dawn.
Blessings to you. I tried this. Brilliant.
Woo! My god. Alright, so that uses the MC, right? So if you go Mastodon face, is that a thing? I do want to go face quite badly. Holy shit, wait, what? Where did that come from?
I tried this.
Over here, baby. Where did it even come from? Holy shit. I think it was the right play. If yeah, it's just annoying.
We hear your heart.
Runs out on me.
He still has the spark, right? Yeah, this is so wasted. Oh, he's out of spells in his deck. Okay. Fireball would have been good. Pyro would have been good.
do? What to do?
Will he kill the 3/6 with the Phoenix? That's what I'm wondering. I'm kind of hoping, yeah. He must be afraid of some kind of AoE effect I might have, right? Yeah, that's good. That's less good. So obviously Bolt Ping leaves him with a reasonable board state. I'm just looking at, can we ever like get him to a point where we can kill him with fatigue, but I don't think that's ever happening unless he draws more. If we Bolt Ping, we have 6 mana left. 6 mana. We could play Necro and the Taunts. Taunts save us 5 health. It's not that insane. Could also Simulacrum Napper, play a Napper. Could draw, but don't think I want to draw right now. That's Bolt and Ping, right? I think the mirror images can prevent more damage in the long run, because 2 is the absolute minimum, right? No. Decent turn for him. How do I deal with a Warbear at this point? Griftah into some juicy play. I don't know.
What is a loon's will?
What is a loon's will? So assuming I ping, and I play 2 cards, these cards, I could just play the image, yeah, and just fight for board as much as we can. And then he probably ends up going trade this into the 4/3, heal this. And then maybe there's a chance after that. So the image might protect us for 5 phase damage now instead of the 3 it would have done before. Assuming he wants the value trade. Well, not really the value trade, but the good trade here. Yeah, so we save 2 additional health because of the better timing. Not healing his face. Gain lifesteal and taunt, okay. So if I research project and I hit the anomaly, this gets lifesteal and taunt. Trade. Heals me for 8. Push 9, we're not dead. That's one play. Conjure blocking these, he still kills me. Griftah, I need something very cheap, right?
See now the power of the dark. Don't touch the air.
Wait, why did I think it gets Divine Shield as well? If he trades the 5 in 9/11, no, it's still not lethal, but for some reason I thought it had Divine. Yeah, I actually thought this was a playable card. Sorry, my bad. My bad for thinking this was a playable card. How is Corpse Taker so much better? Oh, man. That's so crazy. Does Polymorph even do it for us? No. Polymorph doesn't do it for us, right?
I wonder.
No. So I can't pick Poly because I'm assuming I'm not getting this pack. So I give him a Wicked Skeleton. Nope. GG.
Time runs out on me.
Misplayed pretty hard into the Hysteria, but the third Mind Control, like, what the hell?
Jane versus
So with Devil Serve embedded that game, that's irrelevant.
Shall
It's
bring
not.
victory.
You asked for it.
You don't draft a deck thinking, how am I going to deal with getting Mind Control 3 times, right? Did I ever add that last gift sub? I believe I did, but I believe I did. But yeah, we're playing a budget mage here. And it's doing okay because we really respected curve, but don't think we beat a good player with Nova and MCs and stuff. It's probably too much.
Someday I'll be just like you.
It's all good.
For the crusade!
Fake Pheno. It's called a Faco.
I don't need any of you.
There's a custom aboard every minute.
We have missiles, blast wave, blizzard. I prefer Geo. All right, so this is a good example of what not to pick if you just pick the Geo, right? So if you estimate your chances to be higher than 50% in this game, don't pick one of these two. Just be sad that he gets a 5/5, or be happy you get a 5/5. Yeah, there we go. Geomancer Blizzard for the swing. It might be okay with a, oh my god, dude, could you not? It might be okay for the, for the Blast Wave as well.
I sense your strength.
You estimate your chances to be higher 50-50. How's the matchup board stay at your hand? I'm just curious. Well, I am an Infinite Arena player. Therefore, I think my chance in, like, the default chance is higher than 50%. Now, if I'm really unhappy about the deck, or if I'm at a really high score, this might change, right? But I don't think I give myself less than a 50% chance. Sunwalker pre-trade to 3-1 is a little more forgiving. Still sad.
What to do? What to do?
If Chats was playing, we should go for the death. If you estimate your chances to be less than 40%, then less than 50%, sure, why not? So awkward.
Time runs out on me. I wonder.
Conjure played at taunts is also so eh. I think I'm actually just gonna trade. It's a really sad trade, but it's a really, really sad trade. He would have played Scorcher if he had it. No? Why? What if I played that he wanted to Scorcher? He's probably thinking if he trades those two into my 5/5, that's amazing for me, right?
Must consider.
He doesn't have to use a Scorcher there.
Is that food?
No, would have had a ping, so. Stop. Alright, if I ping trades, play this, the chance that I get to Worm is pretty high. If I don't kill this now, he's probably first of all going to heal it out of ping range, which makes it awkward. And then I'm not going to want to ping anyway because I'm going to want to worm. So I think this is a turn where you're supposed to make a very, trade. But you just do it. Oh, sorry guys.
You are the Shadow's puppet.
But I would say that was definitely not an easy... Oh, he's got no Scorcher in his hand. Oh, this might just be Blizzard instead. Wait, he sacked that? Oh. I just really like playing Worm, dude. Okay. We have a use for Blast Wave, Scorcher, Blizzard. He's like, let me first take your worm this way, and now let me take a mind control so I can take it the other way. We want to smork with the worm, but we probably need to trade with it a little bit so that mind control isn't as bad. What's Pepe Hands? You need better Twitch TV for that. It's an emote. He's playing it. Ooh. Oh. That's kind of okay.
You look very familiar.
Is it actually draw because of the 1/1s? Probably not, right? If he wants to def a 7/3, that's fine. I want to prepare for him having worm.
The dark path is my destiny.
He probably wants to jam worm, right? So... Because there's a very clear punish. Oof. Oh my god. Please be missiles. Yeah, it's 50-50. He's doing math. That's not good. Anyways, the expectation is that he wants to jam the worm on the board, so we want to protect ourselves for that. No worm. Wow, it's interesting. Challenges him, right? Yeah. I'm afraid he has Blast Wave.
Science overwhelmed.
For the master. Join
So I don't want to pop my worm. A 4/7 used to be a 2/2. That's what priests do. Why not trade in the 1/1s? Well, we want him to Blast Wave here before the worm is dead. So we don't want to remove all incentive. Plus it challenges lethal. Or represents lethal. It's twofold.
I wonder.
Because this worm is dying at some point. So him not having a Blast Wave in his hand is a very good thing for us then. It was missiles. Whew. Okay. I can now heal out of lethal range here.
Not too quickly.
He can't play the worm. Yeah. I wanted to play the worm. Pain? Was that pain? Might have been. So now we can relax a bit more, knowing that our opponent did not take our Blast Wave. We probably just want to leave the taunt up and let the taunt run into the 6/4. Probably the 4/5. 2 and a ping can go in here. 4 can go in here. Play a 5. Might want to Gastro. Let's see. No, he pointed something at the 2/5. Could be a Shadow Manus. Could be a Pain, right? Don't think we want to open up Shadow Manus on the Gastro. Where did he get the worm? He seanced the worm.
Feeble minds.
Join me.
Shaggy, thank you for subbing. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Coming in at number 10 out of 25 for our second sub goal of the day. There it is. There it is. That's why you don't point cards, right? Just because he did that, I knew not to play this card. Because it was either pain or madness, most likely. Alright, so we know he has a worm, so we want to keep pressuring him so he never feels good. He never feels safe enough to play the worm. So let's see. Smork, smork, smork. Uncle Rika, thank you for subbing as well. Play the cards, ping the face. One board clear, please. Well, we know his hand is worm, so hey, and we get there now. Perfect.
You have better.
Jane versus Uther. I will fight with honor.
You asked for it.
Good thing you didn't get that Cindy or Deathwing. It's a bit of a tame keep. I'm still debating it. You could throw it all and look for a 2-drop or a good 3. I think we're sort of reaching the point where we're really pushing it with this deck. Where if I have a regular, like if we are 0-0, I'm like pretty happy with this. But it's 8 and 2 and it's a Paladin. Paladins fight for the board very hard early game. This has 1 health and a shield. This is not premium either. So I think I'm going to full mull and hope for a 2-drop, hope for a 1-drop, hope for, yeah, perfect. Perfect. This basically hope for this, right? And that's a key skill you need to have, right? Because it's we're modifying our mulligans based on the position in the run we are and how likely it is that a hand will do. Because if a hand will do, you don't need to take risks, but the previous hand wouldn't have done, I think. And now, you know, it's a completely different game. We are pressuring his early curve so much with this start. Key skill, top decking. Well, it's the same example as I gave earlier, right? Did we get lucky? Yes. Did we put ourselves in a position to be able to get lucky? Also, yes. If you keep the Scarlet there, you don't get this hand.
Reporting for duty.
These are gunners. An Arakia? An Arachia? I know it's like something with arachnophobia or so, right? Aracadia.
Must move quickly.
Anarcadia. Oh. I missed the N. Okay, Anarcadia. That makes much more sense. I'm gonna boop in this one to play around ankle biter and such. Phoenix? Yeah. If I'm in the lower win bracket, I'm expecting a hammer here. But here I didn't expect a hammer. Double bell. Ding ding. 4 health. Can trade. Pretty awkward. I'm assuming it's not bells because it's an easy bells, so that's good for us. He's like, no, it's a king's, lol, dunk.
Neither snow nor rain nor witch.
It's not a happy turn for him. Bells would have been quite a bit better. Alright. Is it Griftah or not? No, I don't think so. I think Necro performs better with the possibility of Sunwalker next turn. The Scorcher isn't that great because this thing is not on one. And we can just stick a Sunwalker in the Scorcher's face. It's the tie that differentiates people like Shady from average players. More Phoenix, okay.
Truth is my
For
shield.
the
Shady has gotten away with not drafting 2-drops once again. I've hit my number, sort of. I want 5 1 to 2 mana cards, and I've hit 4, so I'm only 1 short. But they're all pretty good, so maybe 4 will do.
Let me.
Mekaru, Fairy, Apprentice, Castro. These are all very solid. Oh man, he's not having a good time here.
Reporting for duty.
Justice shall prevail.
For the master.
I could coin, ping to save my 1/1. But with this curve left, I think saving the coins is probably better.
Hide the polar bear exquisite. There's a customer born every minute.
Alright, so Fire Eater is garbage for him and very playable for us. So that would be a good pick.
Time runs out on me.
Mountain Giant would be very playable for him. Ticket Scalper is an interesting one, because we're in a position where it's good for us and he's not, so we'll do that. Okay. Because we have the board. Ticket Scalper is so much better when you have the board. So that was actually a really good example of how to Griftah. We picked 2 choices where we win every time we get one, and he loses every time he gets one. So that's actually a really good example of Griftah.
A stranger will offer you aid.
You can use !TLDR, X Legend. It specifies that. Get down, defense matrix. These are both annoying. But we do want to kill at least 1 to make his fungal less impactful.
The glory is mine.
Okay. Get down.
Trust me.
What do you mean with TLDR? I would like you to use the command !TLDR, which answers the question you had.
You look very familiar.
Hey, good tickets don't
Time runs out on me.
Trying to figure out where I coined the elemental, but probably not.
Neither snow nor rain nor wind.
Oh no, what did I do? I'm supposed to play the taunts here in case he has that. I was thinking, even if he buffs, it's okay. Alright, let me actually focus on the game, because we just lost out on 2 cards because I misplayed. We're probably fine, but we should be paying more attention.
Science over.
That was impressive.
I'm warning you. I'm unstable.
Really messed up with not making the taunts before. Definitely doing it here. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I was just answering the TLDR question, and I thought of just a buff. I didn't think of a rush minion, so it was not good. It's a rush minion. He's like, oh, come on, bro. Come on. Come on. So we do want to kill that. 4-2 and a ping in here. 4-3 in here. Play cards. Let's see. Playing into Consecration, but playing around Scorcher. Consecration is already pretty amazing, but Scorcher is way more common. So we'll do that. Come on! Come on! Right. Looks like he has a horse. Yeah. still dead, right? Maybe not.
Join me.
Trust me.
Get down!
Did you?
The victory is
Alright. Yeah, he just couldn't get on the board. Our start was so nasty.
Jaina versus Rexa. Let the hunt begin.
You asked for it.
Hunter at 9 and 2. Okay. Curving out well. Synod at 10 already? Well, of course. Well, you shouldn't give such people any attention, Crit creates. Me banning someone will not prevent them from whispering you, unfortunately. So. I mean, if I can see a mod ban them, that's fine. But I'm just saying it for the future. It makes no sense, right?
Ride the Polar Bear Express.
I cast arcane.
Uh-oh. Ah, not good.
There's a custom
If we didn't have this, I might have pinged. Hexlord Malakras. Probably just Theme Surger. What did I start with? Did I start with the Blizzard? I actually don't remember. If I started with the Blizzard, maybe.
What to do? What to do?
But giving a Hunter Steam seems just such a bad idea. Just a regular Steam. Ha 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 ha. Steam. Ha ha ha. For it. Alright. It's fine. Okay. We're both gonna be reasonably happy with that gift. But they're about in line, right? Hey. Easy chat.
Time runs out on me.
Time runs out on me. You're doing the same thing the priest did? Oh, with the early game and the poison? Yeah, for sure, for sure. I mean, it's a good strategy. I mean, there's a reason people do it. It's just incredibly annoying to play against. Skitty. Skibbity-bitty-bum-da-dum-dum. Bum-da-dum-dum. Skibbity-bitty-bum-da-dum-dum. Curving out. So he knows that this is my Griftah card. There's Mark. Yeah. We scorching? Question mark. It's really not necessary to scorch here. Just kill his guy, ping, and play a thing. The good old kill his guy, ping, and play a thing. It was a good answer for him, the Mekaru and the Apprentice getting around the Basilisk. That could have been game on the spot had he not had an answer there.
I love omelets.
Tazdingo!
Wait, is it? Or is it start of turn? I always forget. I think it's end of turn, right? Yeah, it's end of turn. Alright, so we could ping the Napper, play a Scorcher, and freeze. And then he has a 3-1, which we can ping.
I wonder.
Or we can bop it with the Thug. We know you don't watch sports, or you're at least watching the Super Bowl. Why would a Belgian guy... Like, if I'm gonna watch sports, why would I watch the Super Bowl? That's just for an A, right? Or, I guess, just for America, right? Or the US.
Time runs out.
Ping, Tazdingo, and Scorcher. I don't think I want to give him those 1/1s. They're also beasts. It works with Hyena. He can fungal them, right? I think I'm okay just taking a ping next turn and putting down
Is my destiny.
Mushroom Walker. Could be Blizzard as well. Blizzard, put this to 1 trades. That actually feels way better. You from Belgium? Yes, I'm from Belgium. You only leave up a 1/1. Okay, maybe I actually made a mistake there. But I leave him a 1/1 he can attack with. This one... Okay, let's do the play and let's talk about it afterwards. So, I don't mean to say that your play isn't good, right? I would like to... I just like to compare. So, you leave him with a 1/1 that can attack. I leave him with a... I have as much health as you do, right? Yeah, I have as much health as you. No, you have 1 health less because you need to hit a 1/1. So you have 1 health less on your guy, but it regens, so that's fine. It could have been fine, maybe. I think it's closer than you think it is. Because the value of a minion that can attack versus the value of a minion that's frozen is quite different. So... But it's possible that your play is better. You should always look at, you know, what can he do with the thing? I'm a Belgian, which is... Yeah, of course. I'm not saying no one in Belgium follows the Super Bowl. I'm just saying it's a weird thing to assume that someone from Belgium who isn't into sports to begin with would be big on the Super Bowl. That's all we're saying. We could just honestly go with an 8-3 on an empty board, but probably not.
Time runs out on me.
Let's make him have it. Kill it off before he puts more in his deck. If he has a ping and he buffs it, yeah, sure. I'm gonna focus a bit more on the game here, guys. I'm doing a lot of chatting. A lot of chit-chatting. Yeah, curve mage, feeling pretty good here. Decent explosive shot. Grievous bites. Okay. Alright, now we're happy. If he doesn't kill this, he gave me more regen value, right? Oh man, he doesn't deserve this. Poor guy. That's just so annoying. I like the Tar Creeper here, so we can just jam the worm next turn. Let him win!
The Frost Wolves stand ready.
Frost will stand ready. I am so sorry, friend. Countered left, right, and center. That's what you get for playing a dragon class. His deck seemed underwhelming. Well, if his own Dasta procs, that's probably how he wins a lot of his games, right? And yeah, for the rest, it's been underwhelming. He probably just drew the worst half of his deck. Maybe you should fool yourself and not play leaderboards. Just chill and kill an arena. Well, I like to test regardless, so at some point we're going to test enough that we know what to go for. It's not the same guy, is it? No. Yeah. Ooh, okay. If we curve out from here, this is fine. The 3-drop is going to be the biggest point. If we can hit the 3 on curve, we're probably okay. Nice 8 drop spread. Oh. Alright, baby. Alright, deck. I know I said we were going to be fine if we hit a 3-drop. But we would be extra fine if we hit a 4-drop as well. You know, I'm just saying. Who doesn't want to be a little bit extra fine? A little bit of extra fine. I'll take it. I'll take it, deck. Thank you so much. That is okay. Just draw the curve, lol. Phoenix? Secret. I guess I just dead speaker and face with the... I guess I just played a Frost Rider and pass. Snipe. Nope, never snipe. Never snip. Get scorched.
I sense your struggle.
A hunter with a scorcher. What have we come to, guys? Hunters playing control tools. Oh, looks like we're 10-3. Is that hope? Could be. Jebaited arrow. Ranger coming in with the hope.
I sense your struggle.
Yeah, it's pretty back and forth here. That denies us the blizzard. That's pretty annoying. So, if I go Prince Valinar, I would probably end up killing the 2/4 here. Going face with a 1/1. If I go Blizzard, I would double trade to kill the dinosaur. He'd have a 2/2. You know, I might have to Blizzard just to open up Violet Worm. If I go Valinar here, he's likely free killing, making Worm kind of... I probably don't... Yeah, I actually don't win if I Blizzard now, right? I need to go for Worm into Blizzard. Otherwise it won't work. Clear minions? What an excellent suggestion, sir. Thank you. I know what to do now. Why did you not kill the 5/5 instead? Because it kills the speaker as well. Kills the speaker, kills the 1/1. Well, that's a pretty big turn for us.
My duty is to the king for the king.
So double banana to trade. That's not where you want to be if you're him. How's your day been? Been good. Testing stuff, working everything out. Seeing what we need. Banana. Alright, so now we got Worm into Blizzard. Or do I have to Blizzard now? Ooh, or do I do that? That probably just changes the situation. If I have 2 AoEs, it's silly to take this damage. If I have 1 AoE, it's probably still better to Worm and then AoE him. But I can now AoE, and then if he spreads again, AoE again. So that's no problem. Actually, is it better to Blast Wave for one spell and get initiative with Worm? Or Napper, rather? It probably is. Okay. Ah, a spell. Spells are so useful. So this is where he picks Crushing Walls. And this is where our Egg Napper is a hero. Come on, boy. Dr. Raptor.
Be reborn in the earth.
Yeah, it'll grow back.
Crushing Wall's the 1/1 to stay alive. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Truth is my
No, just that big ass unlock.
X marks the spot.
X marks the spot. What are we getting? Ooh, that is not irrelevant whatsoever. So in order to kill this, we trade, play our stuff first. We're not going to get very many grubs.
Fresh wounds.
You look very familiar.
Hey, Shop Bro. How's your Sunday? Kind of relying on a good draw now. One off? Yeah. But we could probably trade and not be... Ah, that's terrible. Why does he take so long over these like insanely good plays? He's like, do I want the giant Sunwalker? I guess I do. Do I want to destroy him with my dogs? I guess I do. That's the game? It feels like the game, yeah. He drafted Emerus, yes. Look at this dirty control hunter trading. Dirty, dirty control players. Dishonorable control players. Alright. He still has the crushing walls. So our dudes need to hold the fort here. Hold the line, boys! I haven't played auto chess, so I can't tell you anything about it.
Out of my jungle.
You can't make fun of him when you make fun of us for pointing out the obvious place where you're looking for other lines. No, I'm saying that I play way too fast now, right? So it's just funny for me to look at that. Could be arrow or spellstone. It could be, but it's crushing walls. Just believe. Believe, chat.
Come dance to my song.
Come dance to my song. Man, these 1/1s are legendary. These 1/1s are bros. He's like, my kingdom for a ping. Give me a ping. Oh my god. Oh, so good. Yeah, that's right. You trade that. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. He's not doing it. I can't play you. I need my boys. I can't get lethal, right? I have lethal. You have to do it. I've been trying to get him to crushing walls 1/1 since forever now. Oh, you can trade. Okay. That's a pretty sad trade though. Scorcher's pretty happy. Seven mana kill a 3/6. Alright, so I need the 1/1 on an edge. The 3/5 is always going to be on an edge. Yeah, every time.
The dark path is my destiny. At last!
Show me. Show me that it was walls. We all know it. Come on. Just don't just concede. Show me the card. Come on. Show me! We know it's walls. It has to be walls. Oh my god!
Jaina versus Garrosh.
Victory or death!
You asked for it.
That's pretty good. Playing against okay. Aww. Win the game? Question mark. It's worth a try. Hey. Balls confirmed? Oh, it was you, say Sap. Okay, sorry, I didn't see. Orof, is that you? Alright. I was just sitting on the walls like, wall's my 1/1, wall's my 1/1. It was pretty funny. I am a dwarf and digging oh. This seems kind of weird, but I don't want to pop my shields. Looks like we're popping the shield, boys. Because you can coin Scorcher, but at least we made the play that had the biggest chance to not get Scorchered, right? Yeah, it didn't show us the walls. Boo. Sorry, man. So Tar ping trades is awkward because of Collider, and he's 11 wins, so Collider's pretty likely. Imoniaki, thank you so much, by the way, for the sub. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, you were taking your time on those turns, Saysap, and now we know why. I was like, why is he taking so long for the Mastiff turn? But I guess it's kind of funny hearing that out of my mouth. Huh? Baby ho, baby ho. Coin Scorcher should have been played, right?
Time runs out on me.
Yeah, let's just ping it. Okay. Diggy diggy hole. I am a dwarf and a diggy hole. See if he has that collider. Oh well. Shizmet, thank you for the sub as well. Let me add both you and Imoniaki to the board here. 13 out of 25. Thank you guys. What is the best Collider? Collider over Meteor. Meteor is obviously amazing, but Collider's just... A lot of the time, Collider is like mass hysteria, but you get 2 extra charges at the end. Oh, good cards, eh? Okay. Guess we see how it is. Probably gonna get Warpath. Is a snail worth a try? Feels like it's not worth a try. Sinet, thank you for the host, man. What's that 3 mind control bullshit, huh? It's Gastropod or not, right? Can I win if I don't go for Gastro? Death and Decay is bad. Scorcher would be okay.
Runs out on me.
Are you contemplating leaving Lich King up? No, I'm contemplating playing Gastro. But I have to play Gastro pre-bump. Yeah. Napper? Well, I'd rather just have a 1-1 then, because Napper suffers the same fate versus Warpath anyway. Alright, Sinet. Yeah, I don't think I played well versus you. I think the I really played wrong. I had a Arcane Intellect and I played more into your stuff, into your Hysteria. I played that turn really fast. I was a bit annoyed at myself. Alright, I don't think I win if he has another weapon and I don't get to play the 5-5 now, so... You made a yeah. I'm. We're both pretty critical players, right? So I was just annoyed because I knew exactly the moment I played it because I was just playing too fast. It was a good game though. It was a really good game. I mean, you tried to high roll the yeah, of course, Goro. You tried to high roll the mind control that didn't work out for you, so it's pretty even, right? It's a good game. Where's the music? We had it just now. You might have missed it.
There's a custom aboard.
This definitely feels like a high roll Griftah. Rush. We've used our worm. The death rattle's gone, right? Alright, so are we 100% all in and do we give him the bookie? Or do we take Ashmore and we both get a big card? If he gets the Devil Star, I think I'm pretty toast. Right? I don't think I ever win if he has a Devil Star. Ping, ping, ping. We have a Blizzard though. That's 2 for 2, Griftah. Thank you. Very sad. Who's ready to make some money? Oh, that's okay, Sysap. I usually don't really care. If they're at 11 wins, I assume they can play, kind of. Alright, so.
What now?
Would you say he's pretty okay at the game? I don't care about the gold, Anthony. I care about the win rate. But I also don't care about the win rate. So we don't care about anything. We don't care about anything. Don't quit to do stand-up. But I feel like I'm really getting there. Really getting there, chat. Fuck your 12 win, Shady. Well, earlier as well, right? We were in a similar position, really bad, and we went for the all-in and we didn't take it.
Lightning strikes twice.
Why do you have that hero power? Monka S.
You look very familiar.
Big, sharp, pointy teeth.
Why don't you have a Pyroblast? I didn't get one.
Yeah, it'll grow back.
One off lethal. Do I really wanna be one off? One off. One off. One off lethal. Do, 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 do. Just probably ping the 1/1 and Smark. The 1/1 prevents the 4+1.
Join me.
Crazy how close we got, even with him getting the thing. Now, was that the right order? Does it matter, though? Probably not. That happens to the best of us, guys. Whoa, what the fuck? Okay, I guess. Yeah, that's been mentioned and that's on the list, Grizzly.
We hear your heart.
Now we're all just monka-assing together. Because now we could win off that misplay. But he's probably gonna top deck better cards. Like a Twilight Drake. Alright, Mastodon, your turn, baby. Alright. Alright, so he's on 6. If he armors up, he's on 8. I can't kill him anyway, so let's make him trade the Drake. Does the deck have a burst card? It's on the right-hand side of the screen. I should also have Innkeeper working, right? Oh, okay. I like it. How did that? I mean, we know how that happened. I'm not gonna give him well played because he misplayed, right? Like, not because I'm like, you don't deserve my well played. But if he's a good player, and I say well played after you misplayed, that makes me furious. Like when that happens to me. Like I didn't play well. Fuck off. Damn. Well, 12 wins it is. An unlikely 12. There we go, that's better lighting, right?